Hello everyone, I hope you had a very nice Christmas and got to spend some really great time with your family, or better yet, just have some time off of school or work. But today I'm going to be reviewing the Sleek Eye Divine Storm palette, which looks like this. These are pretty readily available, and I know that you can get them in Superdrug or Boots for around £8, but obviously Boots and Superdrug both have 3 for 2 deals usually that go on, so it's quite easy to get a hold of and pretty affordable amongst drugstores. If you open the palette, there are 12 eyeshadows, which look like this. Now, before I get into this palette, this is probably my all-time favorite palette that I own. Now, the reasoning behind this is that with these 12 eyeshadow looks, not only can I create very natural everyday kind of eyeshadow looks, but I can also do my brows, I can do pops of color, I can do basically anything with this one palette, and I can basically create many eye looks with only this one palette. Now, obviously you can see that the two matte browns have been the most used, and the reason that I really like this palette is that I can do my eyebrows with them. Now, if you do not have dark hair, this may not be as available, and they are slightly on the warmer side, but I find that since I have kind of like dark, strange colored hair colors, kind of with red undertones in it, I can get away with using this palette. Now, this palette contains mainly shimmer colors. So, for example, if I show you the palette here, it comes with a little sponge applicator, but I don't ever use it. Now, if you look at the eyeshadows, this top row you have one matte, which is the matte brown here, and on the bottom you have a matte brown and a black. Now, what I really like about this palette compared to other Sleek palettes, for example, the Sleek Original palette, this eyeshadow palette, compared to the Storm, has mostly shimmer eyeshadows. There are basically none apart from the black that are matte, so it's very hard to just use that one palette for an eyeshadow look, especially if you want something natural for everyday and not overly glittery or shimmery. So one of my favorite things to do with this palette in particular is to use this light brown shade throughout my crease to begin with almost any eyeshadow look that I do. Now, this creates a transition color, so no matter what else you put in your crease, it just blends it flawlessly, makes it transition well into your skin, so it's not a harsh line. So I usually use that one right here, just as a transition color, and that's the first thing I'll always do. Next, I usually use a lighter color, so either this color, or this color, depending on what kind of shades I want to use. And I will basically use those in all of the eyelid. Sometimes I'll grab a darker color, so for example this pink eyeshadow right here. Sometimes I like to put this cranberry color just on that outer, maybe like 1/3 of your eye, and just start blending it up into the crease. Another thing I really like to do is use one of these darker colors, so the cranberry, the blue, the green, even this blue right here is really nice. I like to put those all over my eyelid and smoke it out with this dark matte brown in the crease, sometimes maybe a little black, but that's how you can get a really dramatic look. So with one palette you can get many daytime looks as well as nighttime looks, and you only really need this one palette. Now, if I were to travel, which I will be doing in the next few months as I will be moving back to the United States, I plan on bringing this with me on the airplane. Now, again, like I said, it's a one palette that does everything. I mean, this shade right here, this champagne color, such a beautiful color. I mean, I use this without fail. This is my signature inner corner highlight, so I like to put that right on the inner corners. It brightens up the eyes, really opens them up, and makes you look wide awake. So you have £8, really great set of eyeshadows. The actual colors that the creators put into this palette are genius in my opinion. Now, I think the pigmentation on Sleek, and I'm sure a lot of people will agree with me, is that they are very pigmented. Now, I will swatch a few of these just on the back of my hand. So, for example, I will use, before I get into this, I actually have a tutorial on my channel using these kind of like pinky cranberry colors, as well as the brown, the darker brown, and possibly the black, I can't really remember, but I will link that down in the description, so I will not swatch those in this particular little segment, but I will be sure to add photos, maybe here, maybe after I start swatching these on my hands, with the complete set of swatches from the palette. So the first one I'm going to swatch is this gold here. Now, honestly, I've not used this that much. For some reason, I'm not too big into golds. I guess just because I'm really pale, it's not always the easiest color to pull off, and yeah, I don't know, I'm just not a very big gold person. So just one swatch, and you've got a really light champagne, goldy, bronzy color. It's really beautiful. I just don't personally tend to reach for it, but it's not that it's a bad color. I'm going to swatch this brown here. It's really chocolate brown. Now this would be great if you wanted to do a smoky eye. Like, I could totally see someone smoking this all over the lid and blending it up toward the crease. And that is this color. And then it's just a light swatch, so obviously you can get much better payoff with these if you use a brush. Let's just do this green and this blue fast. Okay. Like, look at that. That's insane. Oh, I grabbed way too much. Okay, and those are the green and the blue. Now, even after I swatch them off, they are really opaque on my fingers. Honestly, I don't think there's anything negative about this palette. Like I said, this is my favorite out of all the Sleek palettes. The only other one that I could think that could be better than this, and only because I really like purple, is the, I think it's Bad Gal or Vintage Romance. One of those two is very purple based, and I don't personally own that, but that is on my next purchase from Sleek, definitely. Again, this palette, £8 from Superdrug of Boots, very easy to find. One of, I would say, if you're only going to go for one Sleek palette, this palette would be great if you want a mix of, you know, shimmers and mattes. A palette that you can go to and create many different eye looks using only this palette. And really, you can even use a black, which I do a lot of the time, for your eyeliner. Just smudge it on the bottom for your eyeliner. Beautiful. So you don't even need to even use an eyeliner. I mean, it's just quick, easy, simple, out the door, done. You don't really have to put much time into it. I can come up with so many different looks with this palette, and if you would like me to do more looks with this, please request it down in the comments below, and I will definitely do it. If you want to see, let me see, I think I've just done one tutorial with this palette on my channel, and I will link that down below. I think it was kind of like a rose gold inspired, or like a Naked 3 dupe, sort of. Not a dupe, but kind of like similar color eyeshadow looks, so I will link that down in the down bar if you want to see an example of me using this palette. And if you would like to see more or certain colors being used, please let me know in the comments down below. So yeah, that's really it. The packaging is really sleek. It does get kind of dirty, but that's nothing too bad. Clip's closed, and yeah, I wouldn't be afraid to travel with this. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and like this video. If you have any suggestions, again, about this palette, about anything at all, any video requests, anything like that, please leave them down in the comments below, and I will definitely get back to you. I read every single comment, and I love talking back to you guys, so even if you don't have a question, even if you just want to have a chat, I'm fine with that, and I would love to talk with all of you, so leave a comment down below and I will definitely get back to each and every one of you. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope you all had a very Merry Christmas, and hope you all enjoyed the new year and basically got everything that you wanted. So see you later, guys. Bye!